We all want to find the secrets to editing extremely fast and maintaining high quality in Premiere. If you don't know how to do this, you can't finish a project you're proud of. Which is exactly why I'll show you 5 amazing tricks to edit so much faster. Now, this video is sponsored by Loupedeck to help you edit even better and faster. But I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Let's start with trick number 1, clearing cache. Over time, Premiere will build up a pile of cache files. These are just leftovers and are not useful anymore. However, if you don't delete them, they will keep piling up until your computer explodes.
But that's a joke, right?
Anyway, to clear your cache, go to the Edit menu on top and find Preferences. Then choose Media Cache. In this window, you can select Delete Unused Media Cache Files. That one makes sure you won't harm your current project you're working on. Then click on OK and let Premiere do its thing. Now your editing experience should be a lot smoother. You can also choose to delete your cache files automatically after a certain age, or just whenever it exceeds a specific size. There you go. Number 2. In Premiere Pro, you can save presets of anything. Color grades, animations, plugin settings, basically anything. For example, it would be very annoying if I needed to color grade my studio recording every time I make a video. That's why you can easily save your Lumetri settings as a preset and drag it on your clip every time you need it. To do that, go to the effect controls and right-click the Lumetri effect. Then choose Save as Preset. Call it whatever you want. Then click on Save. Now in the effects library, find your preset and drag it on your clip. It's that simple. Number 3. Expanding your editing workspace to become a faster and better editor. When you need to go somewhere really far, you can't walk all the way there. That would take ages. To reach your destination quickly, you need an extension of yourself. For example, a car or bike. When you're a video editor, the same thing counts. There are some amazing tools that will help you get so much further. For the last 3 months, I have been using the Loupedeck Live, which has helped me edit so much faster. You can basically assign specific actions to these buttons that will make your life so much easier. All you need to do is download the Loupedeck software on your PC or Mac, and then hook up your console with a USB-C cable. Then in the software, it will detect your Loupedeck device. On top, you can choose an application profile. In our case, we can choose Premiere Default. This turns all of these little buttons into controls that you can use when editing. Let me choose the color profile so that I can color grade these clips. As you can see, all these knobs on the side allow me to adjust the light in my video, such as the exposure, contrast, whites, blacks, anything. This will save you so much time because these controls are physical buttons. Your adjustments are extremely precise. You can access all of the Lumetri tabs, for example the HSL settings. Just tap it and make your color selection. Then use these knobs again to fully adjust the temperature or any other setting with the turn of a button. Now let's go back to the home workspace by pressing the green button on the left. Let's take a look at the editing workspace. You can also use the numbered buttons on the bottom to switch workspaces. So in the editing workspace, you can easily select clips in the timeline and of course navigate by panning and zooming in. When a side of a clip is selected, use the trim knob to trim your clips extremely precise. Adding cuts or using ripple trim delete is a huge time saver as well. My favorite part of the editing workspace is that you can choose the motion properties. I use it all the time when animating my screen recordings. You can simply do that in the editing workspace, then effects and then motion. Then you can use all the knobs again to adjust the motion properties you usually get in the effect controls. You can even add a crop effect and adjust your properties without touching your mouse and keyboard. It's a lifesaver. Everything you just saw was in this application profile, but you can choose one for another app as well. If you want, you can customize this profile completely, or you can go and create an empty one so that you can make a profile from scratch that fits your need. Let's add an action to this button, for example. Go to the Premiere Pro button. In here, you can see all the options in Premiere. Let's go to the application and scroll down a little. I want the export frame to be on my Loupedeck. Now in Premiere, I can tap it whenever I want. And just like this, everything is customizable. On top, you can also choose to edit a workspace completely to your liking. Oh, and if you want to download more profiles, go take a look at the Loupedeck Marketplace. You'll find profiles and plugins for Photoshop and many more applications. You can even download icon packs, and I actually love the Windows 98 pack, which is the one I use in my Windows profile. This looks so cool, and it's free to download. Anyway, if you want to level up your editing game, check out Loupedeck by clicking the link down below. Now, number 4. Adjusting the brightness of Premiere Pro in one click. If you're sitting next to a window, that time of the day will come when the sun shines straight onto your screen. You can't see shit. Now, of course, you can't adjust the brightness of Premiere in just one click, unless you know my trick. First, go to the Edit menu on top and find Keyboard Shortcuts. Then in the search bar, type in Appearance. I've set the slash button as a shortcut for the brightness. Then click on OK. Now, every time you want to change the brightness, just hit your shortcut and boom. Of course, you can also use your Loupedeck to access the appearance setting. There you go. It's that simple. Oh, a little bonus trick. I've also set a shortcut to colored markers, and that is truly amazing. Just type in the color and use a key to your liking. I've set my numpad to all the colors of the markers. You can now set them extremely fast in the timeline. That brings us to number 5. Too many editors still don't use the Ripple Trim Delete feature. Let me first explain to you what this actually does. So when you add a cut in your video, you can trim it and then drag the other clips against it. Now, if you have to do that for an entire edit, you're gonna spend days in Premiere. With the Ripple Trim feature, you can move the player to a point. Then imagine you want to remove this part of your clip. By using Ripple Trim Delete, this part will be removed and the clip on the right will be snapped against it. You can do this by using the W key on your keyboard. The same thing works the other way around. If you want to remove a part in front of the playhead, simply use the Q key on your keyboard. It is that simple. Now, usually Premiere works really well, but sometimes it feels like Premiere is turning against you. Here are 5 annoying things about Premiere and how to fix them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay creative.